Brilliance Audio presents Queen of Diamonds by Sandra Owens, performed by Amy McFadden and Brian Polino. Kinsey Landon fingered the much-read letter from her mother, and although she knew it by heart, she read it again. My darling Kinsey, if you are reading this, then I am no longer with you. Please don't cry too much, sweetheart. I've been blessed to have you in my life, and having you has kept me sane. You see, I had 3 sons who were taken from me, and my heart has cried each day from missing them. Without you in my life, I don't know how I would have gone on. I know I should have told you about your brothers, and I planned to, but I kept putting it off, unsure of how to explain walking away from my sons. You see, I left them for you. The first time you asked about your father, I told you his name was John Landon and that he was dead. That was a lie, sweetheart. Maybe he's dead by now. I don't know. But your father's name was Gordon Gentry. He was not a nice man, Kinsey, but I would have stayed with him for my sons. When he learned I was pregnant with you, he refused to believe he was your father. Of course he was. I don't know when he thought I'd had the time or opportunity to have an affair, as he controlled every minute of my life. He demanded I get rid of you, and when I refused, he tried to beat you out of my stomach. I knew then that to protect you, I had to leave. It was the hardest decision of my life, leaving my boys with that man. But if I'd tried to take them, he would have hunted us down. My heart is still broken because I didn't have the courage or means to defy him. But there was a life inside me. You. I had no choice but to protect you, my sweet girl. Fortunately, a man your father sometimes hired to do odd jobs took pity on me and helped me escape by driving me to the bus station. I will always owe him for that act of kindness because he helped me save you. I had to believe that I had instilled in my sons honor and a love of learning so they would grow to be men I would be proud of. If you are asking where they are today, I don't know. All I can tell you is that their names are Alex, Court, and Nate Gentry, and that the last time I saw them, they were living in Ocala, Florida. From the moment I knew you were in my belly, I have loved you, Kinsey. Please forgive me for not being honest with you before now. You are a beautiful, intelligent woman, and I'm so very proud of you, daughter. If you should decide to find your brothers, please tell them why I left. Tell them that I never stopped loving them. I only ask one thing of you, Kinsey. Be happy. I love you through eternity. Mom. Kinsey had found her mother's letter a year ago, only hours after Wanda Landon's funeral. Until that day, Kinsey had thought she knew who she was. She'd believed she was the only beloved child of Wanda Landon, and that her father, John Landon, had died before she was a year old. Now she knew the truth, and the real reason she'd never been able to picture her father in her mind. It was impossible to have memories of a man who'd never existed. Yet she had imagined him, not so much his appearance, but how he would have held her when she was a baby, how he would have looked down at his daughter with love in his eyes when she was cuddled in his arms. Sometimes she could almost remember him singing lullabies to her as she fell asleep. Turned out that she only had those faint pictures in her mind because those were the things her mother had told her when she'd asked questions about him. She supposed that her mother had meant well when she created a fictional father for Kinsey, wanting her daughter to believe she had been loved and wanted by him. And wasn't that as far from the truth as possible? All these years, she'd mourned a father who never was, had always been sad that he hadn't lived to see his daughter grow up. She loved her mother dearly, missed her terribly, but she was having trouble forgiving her for the lies.